This nation lost one of its leading figures in the battle against AIDS. 18-year-old Ryan White has died of the disease. President Bush said all Americans were touched by his courage, strength, and ability to continue fighting. Channel 7's health specialist Marilyn Mitzel broke the Ryan White story nearly 5.5 years ago. Marilyn was working in Indianapolis at the time and heard a rumor about a young AIDS patient who wasn't allowed to go to school. Marilyn joins us now with more on the life of Ryan White. Marilyn?
I think it's true what they say, the good die young. You hear that often. Here's a perfect case of that. Ryan White's attitude endeared him to the world. He taught us about prejudice and ignorance. At 13 years old, he knew more about AIDS than the average adult. Ryan became a national spokesperson for children with AIDS. How can someone so young have so much of an impact on the entire country? Well, if you would have met Ryan White, you would know why.
Ryan White was 13 years old when I met him, an all-American kid, a paper boy who loved computers, Time magazine, and most of all school. But he wasn't allowed to go because parents feared he would give their children AIDS. Ryan knew better.
You know, I can go to movies and I can walk around town and nobody says anything, but I can't even go to school.
At 13 years old, Ryan took on the school system. He won the right for all AIDS children to go to school.
My family and I held no hatred for those people because we realized they were victims of their own ignorance.
His maturity and eloquent speaking made him a natural for the limelight, always self-assured and unassuming. Like a magnet, he attracted friends. But with everything he had going for him, Ryan couldn't win this one.
Ryan's life, not the details of his death, must be remembered.
Yeah, this one's for Ryan.
Elton John was with Ryan and his family throughout the week. He dedicated this song to Ryan during the Farm Aid concert held a few blocks from the hospital. Ryan died Sunday morning shortly after 7 a.m. He'd been in the hospital a week suffering from an AIDS-related respiratory infection. Heavily sedated and on a ventilator, Ryan never regained consciousness and felt no pain. He is one of the longest AIDS survivors, fighting to the end.
Despite the fact that he was terminally ill, he lived life the way he wanted to live it. And it was also very important to him that his mom be taken care of. I know those are some of the last things he was thinking of.
Your candle burned out long before your legend of a day. God bless you. Thank you.
Ryan got AIDS from a blood-clotting agent used to treat his hemophilia. It's estimated that more than 10,000 hemophiliacs contracted AIDS before better blood screening procedures were adopted. Jackie.
Now, Marilyn, there has been a fund set up in his name, right, for other children with AIDS?
Yes, and if anybody is interested in contributing to the fund, they can call us here at the station. We can give them the address. In addition, if you want to send cards to the family, we have an address where you can send that to. Just call us here.
All right. Thanks very much, Marilyn.
You're welcome. He's a wonderful young man.
Sure was. Thanks. Rick?